Hey, welcome back to Divinity Gems. This is going to be my Scorpio read for September 17th through the 23rd. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, doing the here, now, and later from Black Moon Astrology deck. It does have a here, now, and later spread using 15 cards, 3 rows of 5 for the here, the now, and the later. So I'm going to do that spread for you guys, and then I'm going to pull clarity from Crystal Tarot deck, get an overall energy for you. So the top row, of course, would be the here. It is the current circumstances. And then each position of the 5 also has a separate meaning. So we're going to see how this plays out for you guys. This is my Scorpio read. All right. First row, current circumstances. The first position is where you stand or what your current situation is now. And right now you are first body. The first house. This is first house. First house, the body, which is an Aries card. It is about yourself, of course, number one. It's about how you feel about yourself, your position in the world, what you bring to the world, what you have. It is just overall how you're feeling about you. So you're basically focused on yourself right now, Scorpio. Basically about you right now. Is where your current situation is. Second position is other people and surrounding circumstances. I don't think I need to explain that too much with Venus and love coming out in your second position. People and surrounding circumstances is all about the love for you right now, Scorpio. All about the love for you. Venus also about balance, as there's a Libra card about balance in the scales as well. So you're looking for balance and love quite possibly. Just fairness, overall fairness, or something that is even, something that's even. Okay. Next position, third position, what you're not able to see, but what is still influencing this situation. Mercury retrograde, reinvention, and Mercury's been back now for a few weeks, just should be starting to get back strong again. But we go through these Mercury retrogrades to go back to something, revisit something that we needed to change, redo. Reinvention was the word on the card. This was our time to reinvent ourselves. It's our time to go back and see how can we become a better version of ourselves? What can we do better for ourselves? So your Mercury reinvention came up in what you're not able to see yet, but what's still influencing this situation. So go back to last month. That energy is still influencing this situation, this love situation, as well as why it's about what you want right now in the first house. What you want when it comes to love is still being influenced by that last Mercury retrograde that just came back. I want to say August 18th. And it takes a while to build up the energy of the communication again, being strong again, but that is still influencing this situation, they want you to know. Next position, a path you are considering or where the situation is currently heading. Here comes that communication. So Mercury retrograde is the lack of where it's heading right now. Path you're considering or where the situation is currently heading. You're about to talk to somebody about it with that air element coming out. This is what air does. It communicates. It thinks and it communicates. So you're about to communicate about this whole situation here. It's going to be some communications, quite possibly it already happened, or you're about to talk to that person about it. And last position in the first row is the current energies and surrounding circumstances. And right now you have Capricorn IUs, which is about your stability. What will make you feel the most stable? Dependableness is included in the Capricorn IUs card. Being dependable, being there for others, how you have been there for others is where the current energies and surrounding circumstances are. So that completes the top row for your current circumstances, which all kind of flow together. This is you getting back to you and what exactly you want. Love was definitely the most prominent thing. So you're trying to get a relationship or a love situation together. What still influences it is Mercury retrograde, where we were going back into ourselves and dealing with some things and revisiting some things that we may have left some loose ends not tied up. That was that type of energy. Definitely involves communicating and talking to those people that we needed to talk to in our lives, communicating our thoughts in an honest way, what we expect, what we want, how it makes us feel. And then Capricorn, I use getting to that stable, confident, dependable type of feeling where we're assured and we don't have that anxiety feeling anymore, where we're wondering what's going to happen and how we can, how it's going to happen. You have that assured, stable feeling at the end of that. Okay. Second row, let's move down to what is evolving and where the energy is being directed. Okay. This is the sixth position, what to do next and how to approach the situation. We have 11th house, friends. This is about third-party situations at times. This is about making sure that we keep our nose clean. What are we going to do next? How do we approach the situation? Well, honest. Number one, we have to be when that 11th house friends card comes out, because it is about, on this card, there is 3 people. And there's that one girl pulling that man from that other girl. So it is about deciding where exactly you want to be, doing what's in the best interest of not just yourself, but all the other people involved when it comes to honesty and fairness and balance. But yeah, I strongly feel like that card is out, not so much as you need to go out with friends more, because that also can be a type of friendship, type of energy there where you have been so isolated because you've been working on you so much that you've not been hanging out and going out with friends. For some of you, that can play out like that as well. But for others, it's definitely about a third party situation that had been going on that needed to be ended. And it is, if you considering yourself a friend, even to a lover, it is about just doing the balanced thing for a friend sometimes. Even when it may not be what's in your own best interest, but this is better for this friend, that type of thing. So you're definitely going to have to deal with something 11th house type friendship decisions where you decide, are you being a good friend at this moment, or is this who you want to be around you? For some of you guys, it's going to be deciding who's a friend, who should be in my circle, who I should allow in my circle, or scrutinizing whether or not this is a true friend or not. Is this somebody that I really do need to be around this type of energy, or is this a little sneaky type of shady person that I feel like I have to watch? Sometimes it's that type of decision making when it comes to who you consider your friends and what type of friend you have been to others. Okay, next position. Influences from partnerships, alliances, and romantic interests. This is the 6th house. This is routine. 6th house is Virgo. So your stability, Virgos analyze a whole lot when it comes to routine. So your everyday, where you want to be every day, who you want to be with every day, the type of job you want to go to every day. It is just giving attention to those things that have become routine in our lives and analyzing those things and seeing, are these areas where we want change or not? So it is the routine that is in that position right now. Influences from partnerships, alliances, and romantic interests. It is the routine of it all. That Virgo type of energy, that staying in your head, analyzing, but seeing things kind of one way sometimes in that routine, versus broadening our mind to see the bigger picture sometimes with that card being out. So influences from partnerships, alliances, and romantic interests came out as routine. So examining the things you do routinely, kind of almost as a pattern, the things you do over and over again that you don't realize you do as a pattern. It's analyzing those things to see maybe if you want to start doing those things a different type of way to bring in better results. All right. 8th position, what others are saying about the issue, but not to you. So you got 8th house, endings and beginnings. This is how others are feeling about it. So I don't like to dwell on what others are thinking about it, but that comes out in this spread. This is how others are seeing it. All the crystals are moving. This is how others are seeing it. What others are saying about the issue, but not to you. Yeah, this is a new beginning for you, an ending of some sort, and a new beginning of some sort for you when it comes to your life. They can see that playing out. Not that you should care too much, but that's how they see it. Next spot, 9th position is hopes, wishes, and possible outcomes depending on what's happening now. You got 5th house, creativity. So 5th house would be Leo. 5th house of creativity. I also get kind of two sides on that one. The two side view on this one. And I see that come out kind of as the duality of the Gemini, but it's coming out in your creativity, your fun, your fun. Possible outcome depending on what's happening now is this energy as well. So it's asking you, the possible outcome is definitely dependent upon you and how far you want to go with your own creativity in this situation. And it coming up under your air communication, I think it is about how you choose to communicate. Your creativity is definitely linked to how you are choosing to communicate with others at this time and where you want to take it. It's dependent definitely upon you and where you want to go with it. We'll pull some clarity on that. 10th position, what is driving this situation? Black Moon Lilith, which is mystery. That energy, I really did just understand a little more deeply about Lilith and how she comes out. She really does come out kind of mimicking the Queen of Swords in her energy as how she is no nonsense, transition, change, stuff like that. She was always demonized before. As you watch her, how she plays out religious wise and that whole wife of Adam thing and all that. But in brief, it is about arousal, the feminine force of a woman, the sexualness of a woman, those types of things. Then when you get those haunting feelings of being slighted or overlooked, not being in your power, that type of thing, it's balancing of the karma. So when I see the Black Moon Lilith, I do think of a woman's asserting herself sexually and it being looked down upon by society because of the power of her. But as it tells you about Lilith, she can be very dangerous, actually. If you're having a feeling of waiting on something to happen, but you don't have all the information or the hidden facts or a mystery, that's kind of a Lilith type of energy. But it says Lilith is sharp. She knows, she senses, she processes what is there. Because Lilith feels slighted, she can represent a formidable foe or a dangerous enemy. Through Lilith, we discover creativity and the beauty that can exist in the darkness, as long as we keep our own demons in check and under our rule. So kind of following behind this creativity card that goes right with this Lilith card right here, what you are creating differently, outsmarting your opposition, winning. But yeah, those feelings of being slighted sometimes or rejected too come in there with the mystery of Lilith. So behind that creativity card, I found it when it's saying you're discovering creativity and the beauty that can exist in the darkness. So you have both sides of it. You have the creativity card out, and then you have the creativity in the darkness with the mystery of Lilith, which to me is just you making moves. You making moves to bring about change that will make you the happiest, bring you the most pleasure. All right, let's drop down to the bottom row so we can get some clarity for you as well. Bottom row is first card out was Taurus. I have, but the bottom row is the conclusion based upon the current conditions or influence or future influences. So the conclusion based upon the current conditions or future influences. First position is the 11th, the state you are progressing towards, the energy coming in, and you have Taurus. I have. This is about gaining those material possessions with Taurus, what you have materially, financially, what you possess is in that row. What are you progressing towards? Well, bringing your possessions in is what you're progressing towards. 12th position, influences from others that will have an impact on the resolution of this matter. Water element, which is sensing, feelings, all about the feelings. So others in this situation, the other person or other people in this situation are sensing and feeling that you're about to come towards them and want to communicate something with them. They are sensing it. They may not know what it is, but they are sensing that something is coming towards them. 13th, what you failed to take into account on the resolution of this matter. Now, let me go back. Man, I'm missing something. What you have failed to take into account, but what also can be corrected. This is your seventh house partners. And if you have any planet going through your seventh house partnership right now, it is the influence of this whole situation here, or has been the influence of this whole situation here, to take you from your first house, which is about you and only you and what you desire and only what you desire. By the time you get to your seventh house, there is their partners, your partner. This is about your partner, who you're with, who you're choosing to be with. So you go from your body to partners, sharing with someone else. That being in your 13th position as well. And it's saying what you failed to take into account. Yes, it is time for you to be with a partner, but it definitely is not going to put you with a partner that's no good for you, or suggest that you be with a partner that will take you backwards. It's only going to want you to move towards a partner that is stable, that is balanced, and that is going to bring fulfillment to your life. And with this card being out, I feel like there is a choice between partners. Definitely a choice between partners. Okay. 14th position, what cannot be changed unless drastic measures are taken. You have your fourth house, your roots. This can be family roots as well. What grounds you, the things that make you stable. And sometimes fourth house does involve you going back into your past, into your childhood, your family life, things that may be buried, and going back and dealing with those roots, the root causes of things that happened in our life. And where your roots are, you usually find your family and your childhood. And then the final position, the outcome of the matter, based on what is. Changing your response to the matter can change this outcome. And right now it is earth stability. So all of this is playing out in this love situation for you. That's what I'm seeing most prominently, a love situation, to change over and reinventing yourself when it comes to love and relationships. And it is to give you the stable partner and the stable life, lead you to the stable life that you should be moving towards for my Scorpio. The High Priestess is out with the Six of Swords in reverse. So this is some sneakiness, quite frankly. Some sneakiness, some lies, some deception going on here when it comes to certain situations. I'm going to say when it comes to how you want to move towards what's in your best interest, how you want to move towards the better spiritual outcome for yourself. But there's some sneakiness and deception, and there's somewhere that is keeping you from going towards that. The Seven of Cups is out. Whenever the Seven of Cups is out, somebody is stuck in fantasy world in their head. Like they are just trying to ride all these fairy tale dream love outcomes right here, just not wanting to face reality that life does not always look like this. And with all these cups here, that just lets me know you have not set a firm foundation emotionally for yourself. It's just really all over the place right now. And it's kind of an illusion that you're stuck in where everything looks all wonderful and happy in fantasy land. But really in reality, this is just chaotic right here. The Seven of Cups energy, and it being out with the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is stability, and this is the opposite of stability, the opposite. So you're here, and with this Earth stability card being out, let's just really think about how this is playing out. With all of this supposed to play out for your future down here, Taurus, which is an Earth type of materially stable type of energy. You also have here at the final outcome, Earth stability, which is Grand Trine that we just came through, Grand Trine Earth as well. Your fourth house, which is rooted, which is Earth, which is grounded. Your partners being in the middle, your feelings being here, and what you have being here. And this is the same play out basically of that. You being on this wild magical fantasy ride and your stability being in reverse here. because you need to choose, Scorpio, what's in your best interest. Got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, looking at these two together, the Eight of Pentacles being divine order. I'm feeling like this cycle for you is about to be complete. This cycle of you not knowing, or you feeling a little mentally toyed with over this decision. Just in your head a whole lot trying to figure it out. That cycle to me is over, or is about to be ended, so that you can see what the whole point of it was for you to become more stable when it came to love. Devil's in reverse. Queen of Swords is upright. And that is that Black Moon Lilith card, the Queen of Swords. It is about embracing the change and knowing who you are and being willing to change, knowing the good and the bad about ourselves and being willing to change and say, okay, yes, I've been this way for a long time. It's time for me to change that. It's time for me to change that. And as the Queen of Swords, I feel like you do. With the Devil in reverse, you have just understood the need to change that energy. You just understood the need to change that energy. Two more clarifiers for you. And there is your Two of Cups. And is that right? Let's get one to come out with it. I'm not going to take all those with these two. So your Two of Cups is upright and your Eight of Cups is upright. You still want this happily ever after outcome. I see it down there. You still want the stability. You still are in this seventh house partners type of energy. And there would be the desired partner, the one who you want to share your cup with as that Two of Cups moment. This Eight of Cups is out is because of the way you were doing things. It is time to walk away from that old way. It's time to, all of these failed attempts and past relationships and past emotional heartbreaks are at the bottom with those 8 cups. And she just decided she's tired of living that life. She's tired of that merry-go-round. She's ready to get off. She's ready to walk towards something that is more evenly balanced when it comes to love. And that's where she's going to go, towards stability. That's where she wants to be. Something stable. Something loving, something that feels good. And this was for your stability when it came to your partnerships, when it came to your love, being more balanced. Get it? All right, so we have the 10 of Wands. Carrying loads that are not your own. There's judgment coming on that. Judgment is coming on anything that you're doing that's not serving you any purpose when it comes to your life purpose and your happiness. Anything that you have going on like that where it's imbalanced, there's going to be judgment upon that. The Knight of Cups is in reverse. I don't know if that came out with those, so I'm going to take that one. So final 2 clarifiers for you, Scorpio, but I think that's an overall gist of what this cycle was for you, and what it's trying to get you to understand, what it's trying to get you to change, what it's trying to get you to see. Yep, it's all about your stability, all about your stability. The Queen of Pentacles being out, and then the 10 of Pentacles coming out. This is your comfortable surroundings. And she was in reverse. So right now you're feeling like you're working towards this. It's not happened yet, but you're working towards building up your foundation with who you want to build it up towards. The happiest, most serene, beautiful surroundings out there. Your coins right. But mostly you feeling good about you and the person that you're with, the person that you chose. And so you will be making that decision to me this week, Scorpio. You will be making that decision and trying to become stable, just stable. But definitely about love. Definitely about love. Definitely about love. Choose who is the most stable for you. You know, not what's the most convenient. The most stable is really that long-lasting relationship that you can put something into knowing that it's going to last. It's what we all want. It's what we're looking for. Hope you enjoyed your reading. If you need to book a personal reading, www.divinitygems33.com. Please like and subscribe and share in the meantime. Thanks for listening. Until next time.